Welcome back everyone, Tina here, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can personalize your entire marketing campaigns using merge fields. Merge fields, also known as custom values or custom fields. Merge fields can be created in the backend, in the CRM. You can think of placeholders when you think of merge fields. You may have seen these merge fields around. For example, these are merge fields under the contact category. So the merge fields are marked in pink right here, and you've surely seen them around before. These are the values that are standing in between four curly brackets. Now, in order to personalize your campaigns, you'll be able to pull these placeholders, these merge fields, into different places inside of emails, SMS, invoices, documents, contracts, yes, even funnels or websites, you name it, you can place custom values or custom fields. Now, for example, under this contact merge field category, you want to be able to pull the full name for an invoice or just the first name for a personalized SMS or email. If you're invoicing a company directly, you can also pull the company name, for example, the entire address, the city, the state, the postcode, and so on and so forth. Next up is a user merge field. Now, a user is not a contact. A user is an employee, for example, working inside of your company, and you've added them as staff under settings to your CRM. User merge fields come in really handy if you want to, for example, create a custom signature field for each and every one of your staff members. Then you would just pull the user email signature custom value, again, the word including those four curly brackets, into the email footer. And every time an email goes out being sent from that user, their name will appear instead of this custom value. And again, the same as before, there's many different merge fields you can use, such as full name, first name, email, phone number, and so on and so forth. Appointment merge fields come in really handy if you want to send out appointment reminders. May it be emails or SMS, we send out both, and I'm going to walk you through our sequences today as well in a minute. So basically you can build up your email through these custom values. So these custom values are being pulled into the email from the form they filled out when they booked a calendar. Now you can attach a form to a calendar if you want to qualify a lead, for example. Then you can even attach the message content to your email. I will also walk you through this scenario today. You can include cancellation links. You can include meeting locations. That could be your Zoom link, for example, or your Google Meet link. You can assign users if somebody else in your team takes that call, for example, their first, last name, phone number, email, contacts, and so on and so forth. Then we also have calendar merge fields, campaign merge fields, or message merge fields, which again can be pulled into those different features such as emails, SMS, workflows, documents, invoices, and so on and so forth. So the message merge fields, for example, you can see the message body right here. That could be part of your contact form that most websites have. So if somebody visits your website, they fill out their name, phone number, and email, and then typically there's a little message box right there. That message can be pulled into different places inside of your CRM, for example, into the direct contact field that your CRM creates once the contact gets created. So you have all the data in the contact view, comprehensive in one window. I will also show you how to do that today. Next up are the account merge fields. These custom values are regarding your company that you've registered under the CRM. Now, every website needs a footer with more information about the company. Here, you can, for example, pull those details. Let's say you're even a web designer and you create custom website templates for other people who are also on the same CRM. They can then just fill out the custom values in the backend, and it pulls automatically their data into the footer, such as the company address, maybe the logo, the terms and conditions. You can create a custom value around that, the postal code, the contact details such as phone and email, and so on and so forth. Same for the right now merge fields that you can see right here. A very popular custom value you can see here is the year, that you can also put into your footer, so you don't have to go every single year manually and change the year. You see in most websites there is a little footer which says copyright, all rights reserved, year 2025 or so. Now you can just put that custom value there, the year right now, and it will automatically always update. Now we also have attribution merge fields, the first attribution as well as the latest attribution. So these attribution merge fields come in really handy when you're running paid ads, for example. You can track for the first attribution as well as for the latest attribution. Anything, the campaign, the source, the medium, the content, the campaign ID, the Facebook clicked ID, the Google clicked ID, the UTM match type, and many more. Now for the invoice merge fields, we have many different values values that you can pull into the invoice directly. The invoice number, the issue date, the due date, the amount, then yes, even the company details and the customer details. Again, first name, last name, website URL, logos, and so on and so forth. Lastly, for the invoice merge fields, we also have the sender details. Where does that invoice come from? There you would put your own name if you're freelancer, or your company's name if you're a registered company, as well as your email ID. You could also pull the last 4 digits of the card as well as the brand. Now let me walk you through a few case studies that I've prepared for you, where and how you could pull these values in and how to create them and where to create them. So first of all, I want to show you where you can access those values. Click on settings bottom left, and then you can click on custom fields or custom values. Okay, this is one area where you could create those. Depending on what you're doing, you can also create those values right inside a form, which I will walk you through later. Now you can see here the field name is first name, the object is contact, so it will be attached to the contact. The folder is contact. You can create folders, as you can see here, top right corner, and then the unique key would be, again, those 4 curly brackets right here. And then in the middle, just the value, in this case, contact first name, okay? You would just go ahead and pull those values and put them into your emails, for example. Now, these are custom fields, okay? These custom fields will show up, for example, first name and last name under contacts. Let's go to contacts. Let's click on our name. And then here you can see those custom fields. Now, for the custom values, it's a little different. Let's go back. Let's say we're a web designer and we are creating websites, and to make the life of our clients a lot easier and they can pull up the website really, really fast, including their brand colors, because every company will have different brand colors, right? We just created 2 custom values, one for the main color and one for the secondary color. How do you do that? You just click new custom value. You would put main color here and then hit create. And then you would create a second one with the secondary color like I just did. If you wanted to delete the value, just click 3 dots here and then delete custom value. Now, once you're ready to place your colors, for example, so your entire website would change, you would again click the 3 dots, click edit custom values, and then paste your hex code here, for example. Okay, now let me show you how that looks like inside of a website. So here we are inside a website. Let's open this one. Then we are going to the key inside of custom values. And for the main color, we would copy this key. And let's say we wanted to change the color of this heading here. Currently it's white. Let's make it our main color. We would go to the right here, since it's the bold text, you can see. Okay, and then here we already have created our custom colors. Now, if you're starting from scratch, you just click plus add. You select custom here, okay, and then you paste the value we have copied prior. Remember this value here, that goes in here. Then you hit save and the color will show up here. Now we can select our color right here, and you see the color has changed. That's since we are in the setup, right? Let's assume we are the website builder or the customer support portal builder. Then now, once we share the snapshot, the website with our clients, they can just go into the backend here, change the custom value color, the hex code color to their brand color, and all these headings here will change to, let's say their brand color is pink or green, then all of this will automatically change to pink and green. It will save them so much time to get set up, and it will help you to sell more website, because you can really point out here, hey, you can set up this website in like 5 minutes. Now, next up, since we are here, I would like to show you another very cool personalized feature. Let's say these people have submitted a ticket and they're landing on the thank you page of the ticket submission site. Okay, thank you for submitting your request. Our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, here we can personalize it a little bit and actually pull their first name in it. So we just want to highlight this comma here, so this little bar pops up. And this little icon here, that is the custom values that we want to pull in. Let me make this clear. Let me show you this. So this is the first step of the support portal, right? They would click on the button here and they would fill out a form with all the details. And that's the details the system is able to grasp and therefore save it and translate it into these placeholders, into these merging fields. Now, in this case, we are not asking for the name, but let me show you how you could ask for the name. So you would go into the backend of the website, you would edit the form, click on edit form, and then here you could drag and drop the full name or the first name and or the last name. Let's just put full name right here. Let's click on it, make it required, and let's hit save. Then we could go back to our thank you page. Since we now have their name, remember we highlight this, we click click on custom values. Then we click on contact and select first name. Add a space, then add a comma here, and then hit save top right corner. So what is happening here, it would then say once they see this page after they submitted the ticket, thank you for submitting your request, Tina. Our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Makes it really smooth and easy, very personalized. Highly recommend you do that. Next up, let me just talk about a normal marketing campaign any marketer could implement. So that would be, for example, an affiliate program. You have a workflow going, somebody signed up to be your affiliate, or you created an affiliate inside the system yourself. So the trigger here would be new affiliate created. And or maybe the trigger could be you applied a tag manually to that person. Hey, this person is now an affiliate, okay? So once those two triggers or one of them happen, then you can send emails, SMS, wait another day and keep sending, okay? So let's go into that email here. Here, for example, we just want to welcome our affiliates and onboard them and encourage them and share tips and tricks how they could promote our product. And here you can see the custom value. It would obviously say, hey, Tina, or hey, Joey, or hey, Tim, not hey, contact first name, right? How are you going to pull this? You're just going to click on this custom value icon here and then select contact and then select first name right here. Super easy, super simple, okay? Same thing with SMS. You can just use those custom values in your SMS. Now, if you want to be a bit more specific, you can add so many more custom values to this. Now, in this case, I said Tina. Maybe we can also add username. So click on custom values, click on user, and then first name, and then my name would appear because I'm the creator of this SMS, okay? Then you could also maybe add the company name or the signature or a calendar link if you are encouraging people to book a call with you, an onboarding call, how to onboard affiliates. The possibilities are endless. It really depends on your flow, what you want to achieve. Next up, let's talk about appointment booking because many of you will be doing this activity. So in case you didn't know, you can attach a form to a calendar. Let's take this calendar, for example. So here the customer would select a time, and instead of going, hey, the call is booked, you would see the form that they fill out in the second step. Now, typically people ask for the name and email and phone number, but right here, since we are in this case booking call for a coaching container, we will pre-qualify our clients. Are they actually a fit? Is it worth our time and their time? We want to be respectful of both of our times to have a phone call, when we can eliminate not so good leads immediately by just implementing a few questions. For example, what are your 3 main obstacles that are holding you back right now from progressing? Are you looking for a coach? Are you ready to get started later or as soon as possible? And so on and so forth. Now, this form, you would easily just create under sites, forms, and then create a new form and then create the form right here. And later on, when you go into calendars, we would look for the particular calendar. We click on edit, then we click on form, and right here we can select the form we've just created under sites. Okay, and that's why it will show up right here. Now let me go back to sites. Let's go into that form because there's another area where you can create those custom fields and custom values. Now here you can see the quick add on all of these quick elements. You can just drag and drop them over, but maybe you have custom questions you would like to ask like we do right here. In this case, you would just click custom fields here and then you just click add. Let's select multi-line here. Let's hit next. This would be a longer question because we have selected multi-line, right? If you want them to elaborate on their problems, for example, then we would just select group. You would add this under additional, hit save. And then here under additional, you see it just showed up. Scroll down and here it is. Then you just drag and drop that field over and there it is. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add this content to an automation so that your salespeople who are taking the call on the other end, you would take this as the query key. Okay. So this would then go into the message body of the email, for example, that you're going to send to your salesperson who can then prepare for the call and it will show the exact answer what the customer put in here. Now here we are in the workflow. Appointment has been booked through this particular calendar, right? And then we can add a note for the user, for example, okay? Click plus, type note in the actions, select a note. And here we can add some notes. We can add the message body, for example. Let's go to message. We can select the whole message body, the subject, the attachments, or here we can see the custom field. How satisfied are you with the explanation of your dental treatment plan, for example? And if they filled out that answer, that box in the form, then this answer will show up right here inside of the notes, inside the contact area. Let's save that for now. I will show you how it looks like. Let's hit save. Let's go back to our form. Here we have the custom field about the dental question. So for just demonstration purposes, let's move it over as a question. Okay, let's hit save. And now let's pretend we are booking this call. And here we're going to answer the question with very satisfied, for example, okay? Here we are also going to fill out a few things because I also want to show you a second area where they show up. And let's schedule the meeting. Now let's go to contacts. Let's find our contact. And here on the right, you can see the note has been attached to the contact itself, meaning, hey, she's very satisfied with the dental treatment. Remember, which came from here, the little action note created, okay? And then the custom value here was to pull that satisfied score into the contact area, which is this. Furthermore, here on the left-hand side, you see more information about the contact. And here you can also see more content that's been filled out through the custom fields. Remember, there's a few questions inside of the form that clients fill out. Hey, what are your obstacles? Are you ready? All of that kind of stuff. So your salesperson can go in and get a really great overview of what is going on with this lead. Now, then, of course, we also want to send appointment confirmations and reminders. So here we have the trigger. Hey, once the call is booked, we want to send all the details of our call. So let's go into that email. Here you can see even in the action name, we can pull the contact first name. Even in the subject line, we can pull the contact first name by just clicking that little icon here and then select contact and you will select first name. Very nice personalized message right here. And then here again, pull the first name, and then here you can pull the date and time, the time zone, the meeting location. Then you can pull the reschedule link, the add to calendar, add to Outlook, Google, and then even also the appointment user first name or whatever your heart desires. Remember, just click on that little custom value icon and pull any custom value from here. The same thing then goes for SMS. It does not go for WhatsApp. WhatsApp has their own little custom values, but it does go for SMS. Last but not least, I want to show you a fallback option, meaning in case you don't have their first name and you still want to sound a bit more friendly than just hey. Okay, so what we want to do is create a fallback custom value for the first name. This is what I've already done. I'm going to show you right now how you can do it too. Click new custom value. Then you want to type the name, fallback first name 2, since we already have one. Let's hit create. And then here you can see this is empty. So we want to add a value like we did here. Click the 3 dots, click edit, and then just type there. Okay, hit update. And then we want to go into workflows and create a workflow with an if or else condition that will detect whether or not the first name has been collected. So let's go in there. And here we want to create a trigger. Let's say, for example, customer booked an appointment, right? Then you can select the calendar. And then we want to add an if-else condition. Has name. Then we want to select contact details. First name is, we want to add the contact first name custom value. And the other one, we just leave it as none because it's kind of logical that this happens if that is not given. Let's hit save action. Then we want to send an email. Click email. From name, you want to select your custom values and then sending email that you've set up. And then under subject, same thing. We just pull the first name. Awesome. Then we just copy this, place it here. Then add your content, then hit save. Now let's duplicate that. Let's place it here. If we don't have the name, right? Let's go back in. Let's change this custom value here to fallback. Remember, custom value. Let's type fall into the search bar. And then here we can choose one of those. So this one, remember, custom value is first name fallback. Let's go back here. You see this is the key and then it replaces it with there in case we don't have the name. Let's hit save action. Let's hit save top right corner. Let's send ourselves a test email. You can do that right here as well. Let's hit send. Nice. So here we are. It says there instead of nothing. Now, another feature could be you're sending out review requests. Let's say you're a local business and you just want to collect reviews after the service has finished. You can do so with workflows. Let's get into it. Now, here we have the actual review request automation that gets triggered once the customer is being labeled with the tag customer, right? Then the system will filter, hey, has this customer left a review before? Yes or no? And if so, we will send a referral request. Hello, you've been here many times. Do you have any friends who would also like a haircut, for example, or whatever, right? Then you can send, same as before, just simple drip emails or SMS, and you can just pull your custom values in here. Here in the subject line, you can pull your first name. Let's look at the actual content. Here we have loads of different custom values. Again, the first name, and then the business owner name. Hi, Claudia, this is Tina. I hope you had a wonderful experience with the location name is another custom value. Tina's hair salon, right? And then we're going to pitch asking for the referral. Now, let's say they have not left us a review yet. We are going to send a simple review request. Let's get into that email. Let's open a template. And here we are again, right? The custom values for the business name, the owner, the contact, him or herself, and then click here to leave a review, which is a trigger link. It's not a custom value link, but a trigger link because we want to track who clicked on that link. Next up, we can also pull in custom values into the documents and contracts feature, for example. To get there, click on payments on the left and then select documents and contracts at the top, click plus new. Then you will see this window popping up and here you can pull in all these different custom values as well. So let's click into the text field and then this little button here is the custom values field. Let's click on that. Let's say we have already pulled the contact company name. Let's say we want to contact full name, and that pulls already my full name since I have already been attached as a contact inside this document, which you can do here on the recipients top left corner. And then you can add more recipients here and that will automatically pull the name. But here you can continue and add more custom values. For example, the date or the year further down when you get to the signature, right? Then the address line number 1, the city, the state, the country, the postal code, and so on and so forth. And that's it already. This is how you use merge fields in many different areas inside the CRM. And if you want to learn how to make more money online and build a scalable online business, click the links around this video. There are loads of different resources and I will see you on the other side.